Today in our 2014 Dodge Journey, we're going to be taking a look at and installing the Curt Trailer Hitch Receiver Class 3, part number C13201. Now here's what it looks like once it's installed. You can see it's going to fit pretty flush up under the bottom side of our bumper and our spare tire here, still leaving you enough room to be able to drop your spare out of there. It's got a nice black powder coated finish. It's going to make it look nice from the back of the vehicle and keep it from rusting and corroding. It's got a large flat style safety chain loopholes. It's going to accommodate most of your safety chains that are out there. It's going to be a 2" by 2" receiver, Class 3. It's going to be a bolt-on design utilizing factory holes in the frame with some carriage bolts and some blocks. This hitch is designed for 400 pounds of tongue weight, which is our downward force, and 4,000 pounds of gross trailer weight, which is the amount your loaded trailer can weigh. With weight distribution, your numbers are going to stay the same. Now, whenever you're going to be towing that kind of weight, you want to consult with your owner's manual or the manufacturer to make sure your vehicle is able to tow that amount of weight, and always go with the lower amount. Now we're going to give you some measurements. It's going to aid you in selecting your accessories such as a ball mount, a cargo carrier, or a bike rack. From the center of the hitch pin hole to the outermost part of the bumper, it's going to be about 3 inches. And from the ground to the inside of the top of the receiver tube, it's going to be about 13 3/4 inches. Now let's go ahead and show you how to install it. So the first step in installing our hitch, we're going to have to drop down our exhaust. We're going to go ahead and lube up our hangers here, make it slide off a little easier. It's going to be one on either side here, and one up on the front. And it'll be the same on the other side. Now before we take our exhaust down, we're going to go ahead and put up a safety strap just to stop it from falling down. And just stretch it across. That's going to help keep it up in place while we remove our rubber grommets. We're just going to want to pry those off. Just push those out of the way. Now we can move back to the 2 rear ones. Just slide those off. Once we have all 4 of them loosened up, we're going to lower down our safety strap and give us a little room to work. Now on the passenger side, there's going to be this ground strap that just pushes over this rod here. So we just popped it out of the way and we'll let that dangle. Now we can see where we're going to mount our hitch to. We're going to use this hole here, and this larger hole on our bumper. We're going to fish our hardware through the end of the frame rail here and through the end of the bumper on this side. And it'll be the same on both sides. Now we're going to use a fish wire that's supplied with our kit. We're going to have 2 different style blocks. The 2 that are going to go inside the frame rail are going to be these smaller blocks with a carriage bolt. And the one that's going to go on the end of the bumper is going to be this larger block with the same size 1/2" carriage bolt. So we'll start by putting our fish wire up inside. Then we're going to slide on our smaller block and our 1/2" carriage bolt. And we're going to slip it up inside the frame rail here. Okay. Now you can help work the block around a little bit by putting your finger up inside this access part right here. Now we want to make sure we have the block oriented where it's going forward to back, because if it's going this way, it's not going to drop down and let our bolt come out of the bottom far enough. So we can go ahead and take off our fish wire and we'll install our next bolt. Our last one's going to go through this hole here and come out the end of our bumper. We'll slide the larger block on. And we'll repeat this same process for the other side. They're going to be identical from side to side. Now that we have all our bolts in place, we're going to put these spacers on. We're going to go on the rearward-most bolt, but the thicker part pointing to the rear. We're just going to go ahead and tape them on to help hold them into place Then we'll poke a hole in it so the bolt will go through. Get a second set of hands and we're going to place our hitch up onto the studs. Go ahead and start the nuts on. Now we've gone ahead and just centered up our hitch in the center of the frame. And we'll go ahead and run up these nuts. Now we're going to go ahead and torque them down to the specifications in our instructions. And we'll repeat it for the other side. Now we're going to go ahead and raise our exhaust back up by pulling up on our safety strap. And we can reattach it. We'll reattach all 3 grommets for each side. We'll remove our safety strap, and that's going to complete our install. And that's going to do it for our look at and install of the Curt Trailer Hitch Receiver Class 3, part number C13201 on our 2014 Dodge.
Click the link below to shop, learn more, or visit us at etrailer.com.